Couple yards deep. Takes the field as quarterback. Dak, did you think of his sophomore campaign?
Regret to me?
Your education's way past mine. Cowboys. Des Bryant, 7.
I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket?
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on second down is Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Before this next series gets going here offensively, what about that Saints-Vikings game?
There's so many different ways we can go and so many comments we can start with, but I hope you don't mind me starting with this one. Never in the history of the NFL, all right, did we ever think that Drew Brees could lead a team that scores and leaves just 29 seconds on the clock, and he left too much time for Case Keenum. Think about that.
Yeah,
all right?
Just the end of that game, you know, we say it all the time, but you live for those moments. Now, you also got to remember, for the Saints, and we're thinking about the Vikings, for the Saints, what heartbreak?
Heartbreak for Marcus Williams, especially the safety. People are going to identify him as the key. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end for the Vikings, ran about a 7-yard route, and someone from the Saints defense jumped him and actually weakened the back end of that defense and left it in a 2-on-2 situation, and the Vikings took advantage of it.
One we'll be talking about for years. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
On 4th down, Rush. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film, but how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
And it's 15-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. He'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On third down. Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down, Panthers. The toss play. Stewart. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Back to throw. Newton. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Stewart on first down. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Left side here, caught by Clay. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They snap it to Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. So the Cowboys' offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them. No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016-2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them went in Dallas's win column in this past season.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender there.
First down carry by Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The give is to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Elliott.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. What a spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one, rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Collins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Collins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Here's Newton. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 50, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Stewart, 35 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting ready to go again here. Alfred Morris trots back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Funches has it complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Here's Newton now on second down. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Newton to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. To the air again, Newton. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Again, Newton. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try the right side with Elliott. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. Space to run past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They go back to Stewart on first. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Oh, Zeke with a quick feet, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got some space here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than 2nd place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him.
Boys will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading back on the field is Jonathan Stewart. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw on second down, Newton. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. On first down, Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. Throwing again is Newton. And Dixon has it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw on second down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Play action. It's Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On fourth down, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 15 that time, and it'll be a Carolina first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And we're back now in Charlotte. They go to Elliott again. And some room to work. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
43, but not before picking up the first. Prescott finding his big receiver, Bryant, there for a Cowboy first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally. Here's Stewart, and he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it. And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Newton gives off to Stewart. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. And Newton's going to keep it. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
Newton takes it himself. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with time running out. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones.
Most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Newton's going to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.